Hi, Brian McWhorter here from Black Belt Lean Thinking, author of The X Factor Business, and I want the easy life. I think you do too, but it might surprise you to find out what the easy life actually is. Life can be difficult and burdens can be quite heavy, but it's not the workload that makes life difficult or easy. It's actually having a worthy goal, a vision. Let me give you an example. I'm going to take you to Kansas City. It's 8 in the morning on a very brisk morning, and we got about 2,000 people that are standing around in almost a festival type atmosphere. We've got live music playing in the background, and everybody's excited. On an energy scale of 1 to 10, I'd say most of us were hovering around 12. I was one of them, and we were all preparing to run the Kansas City Marathon. A very difficult marathon that takes place in downtown Kansas City and has hill after hill after hill. For most of us, it was going to take between 4 and 5 hours before we could cross that finish line. Now remember, again, I mentioned that life can be quite difficult, and it's not the burden that makes life easy or hard. It's the lack of a worthy vision. For all of us that were about to run for those 4 or 5 hours, we knew that once we crossed that finish line, those feelings that we had of accomplishment, we would be able to carry with us for the rest of our lives. We would look back over that moment, and it would give us confidence for other endeavors. We would remember all that hard work that got us across that finish line. Okay, that's what we need in business, in life, in everything we do. We need a worthy goal to pull us forward. Our sense of purpose must exceed required effort. So there's got to be something exciting that pulls us forward. Psychologists have determined that the majority of our thought life is actually spent on the future. Unless you're sleeping or really involved in something that's taking all your concentration, you're thinking about something you're going to be doing later. Maybe later in the day, later in the week, the month, the year, but it's something down the road that you're focusing on. If it's not something that excites you for your business or your life, then that's the opposite side of that coin. It's putting burden on you. It's either good or it's bad. Very little neutral when it comes to activities that we have to take part in. So for your business, what are the goals that you have for your business? Is it something worthy that excites your employees? Remember, everything in business, we're part of a symbiotic relationship. So everything that we do affects our employees, which are our family, our suppliers, which are our business partners, and our customers, who are our patrons, the ones we serve. So everything that we're doing in terms of a goal of the business should excite all of those. It comes down to community. Does it take care of that entire organism, that whole symbiotic relationship? If it is slated towards one and hurts the others, then you really ought to think about it. Again, what we want are visions and goals that can excite everybody. Remember, profit is a byproduct of good business. So if we start focusing too much on the profit, then probably we're going to start getting into dilemmas that affect quality and impact our customers, suppliers, and employees. So I'm going to ask you again, in your business and for your personal life, are you living the easy life? Is what you have going on with your business and for your future goals for yourself, do they excite you? Do they pull you forward? Or are they burdens? You know, it'd be like if you don't have something that excites you to pull you forward, it'd be like doing all that running without the finish line. You're going to put in all the work and the effort, but you don't have any reward that you're going to get through it. And to be honest, that's not good. And that's where people disengage, and it's not a good environment for everybody, for anybody. So I'll ask you again, are you living the easy life? If I were to ask your employees, would they be able to all tell me what your company goal and vision is? Does it excite them? Does it engage them? Do they get creative and create resources to help accomplish that goal? Or is it a burden for them? How about you? Are you living the easy life? Do you have personal goals that pull you forward? So it's something to think about. Remember, the sense of purpose must exceed the required effort. We've got to have something good that we're pulling forward. So hopefully this gave you something to think about. I'm McWhorter, Black Belt Lean Thinking.